We're back. Y'all know what time it is. You know. Grown men podcast. Let's go. Season 3. Reloaded. Let's go. Protect Our Head Ministries and Armin Raw Production presents Grown Men Podcast. Season 3. Reloaded. And I'm your host, Another Chance. I'm backed up by co-host Free Cypher Online Gangster from Cali. With special new guest host Orlando's own T-Rail. This season we'll be releasing amazing energy with powerful knowledge, spreading love and wisdom as we all come together. So sit back, relax, and let's grow. Come on, Grown Men Podcast. Yeah. Real men, real issues, real solutions. Already. 2024, you already know. Anywhere else. Let's go. Welcome. You're now tuned in to Grown Men Podcast. Real men, real issues with real solutions. Thank you so much for joining us and tuning in. I am your host, your brother in Christ, philanthropist and artist, Another Chance. God bless you. We appreciate your time and your energy. If I can be so kind to introduce my host all the way from California. Y'all do know him so well. Gangster, all the way out of the corner. Gangster corner. What's going on, G-Rick? Unmute your mic, brother. Unmute your mic. There you go. What's going on with you?
All right. Hey, man, what's going on, man? Welcome everybody watching Grown Man Podcast. It's another sunny day out here in California. You know how I do. Everything, man. How was your week, brother?
My week was awesome, brother. I can't complain, man. God is good, man. I want to send some quick shout outs before we get the show started, gangster. If I may be so kind. One shout out for Free Cypher Allah and for our brother MJB, the God of Shop, man. God bless you, brothers, man. Quick shout out to you.
Sure.
I also want to send a shout out to my pastor. He may be watching from Higher Power Miracle and Faith Church right off of 1208 West Central, man. Y'all come by and visit the church, man. Pastor Jake Simons. I love you, brother, man.
Right.
All right, so yeah, man, my week was good, brother.
Yeah, man, good. Shout out to my little brother too, man. Terrell was gonna be a host, but it didn't work out that way.
Shouts out to you. That's right. Yeah, T-Rail was gonna be he was gonna be a host this year.
He's supposed to be on the panel, but
he might come back next year. You never know, man. Yeah,
we'll see. For sure.
That's my brother, man. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely, man. So to our viewers, thank y'all so much for tuning in and joining us. We always appreciate your energy, and we know you could be anywhere else doing what you do. But gangster, what we always tell them.
Hey man, we know you could have been anywhere else in the world that you wanted to be, but you decided to come kick it with the fellas at GMP, and we appreciate that wholeheartedly. Thank you, man. Also, if you can, subscribe and like, man. Trying to get our numbers up. That's what it's all about. And both people we're trying to reach, that's all. But y'all, thank you again for spending your time with us. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Also, we got a response from looks like Free Cypher Allah. Peace, brother. Absolutely.
Syph, where you at, Syph?
Gangsta in there looking like the Black Hulk Hogan.
Who said that?
That's Free.
Got jokes.
That's Free.
Yeah.
Man. That's brother Free, man. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Appreciate your time, man. Let's jump on in, man. I do want to introduce you guys, my host. If you're a fan of GMP, then you're familiar with the host of this evening. She was here last year from season 2. Tonight, she's back here to do her thing and give you guys some insight on what she do and where she's from and her life story. We appreciate her time and her energy. Our sister, if you guys would be so kind to help me welcome our sister in Christ, Kristen Nicole Adams.
All right. How you doing? What's up, girl? How you doing?
Unmute your mic, dear. Unmute your mic.
I'm truly humbled. There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
How are you?
Okay. Hey, I'm truly humbled to be back here on Grown Man Podcast for the second year in a row, talking about a different but impactful topic in not only our communities in Florida, but nationwide.
Yes,
Last year we discussed different things like criminal justice reform and recidivism and a plethora of other things. But tonight we're going to focus on something that a lot of people are not aware of, how many people are being affected in their families and their friends, their coworkers' life. So we're here to talk about domestic violence, but turn it around with a spin to make the positive aspect of it seen, to know that there are resources to get out of this. If you have the right resources, or just one person to provide you with a phone number, you are able to save your life and just elude and evade the grave.
Okay. Do me a quick favor before we get deep into it. Just tell the people where you're from and a quick detail about yourself before we get started.
So there's a multifaceted Kristen. Growing up, I was not Kristen. I was a woman known as a young, immature individual known as Coco, who was incarcerated probably over 29 times for multiple different crimes. And I don't want to highlight the negatives, but I have to bring that up because that made me the person I am today. Yes, so I am a trusted leader at my company, Fuego Leads Health Insurance Alliance.
Nice.
I am a devoted mother. I'm a trustworthy friend. I'm a pillar and advocate in my community for reducing recidivism, helping men and women leaving incarceration, creating leaders in our communities, and essentially showing people who are coming home from prison and fleeing from domestic violence that there is a way out. You just have to be able to listen to that one person, and that one person could be me, this podcast, or a phone number that we provide them with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good stuff. Definitely.
Real quick before we dive into something, we do want to show the viewers. We got a lot of people giving you some shouts out, Christian. A lot of fans out there. MJB from last year say what's good. You remember
the God. Hey, I'm mad I didn't get my t-shirt. Hey, Casey.
You're gonna get your t-shirt. I promise you'll get your t-shirt. We also got Casey Taylor. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching, Casey. We appreciate you. Casey says that she loves you, Christian. Absolutely. Good stuff. Looks like Kyra Parrish says, hey, Christian. Hey, Miss Parrish. Bless you. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. We appreciate you. Now, somebody says they're your best friend. Looks like Levin Sims. Thank you for watching, Mr. Sims. God bless you. We appreciate you. Also, we got Nessa Marie. You got a whole group of fans here. Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
They're not friends. They're not friends. Those are leaders that we are our leaders raising one another.
Yes, ma'am. That you've become sisters and brothers too, man. I love it, man. They build with you. You guys build together, man. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Also, you have Amelia Shia Purvis. I don't want to miss anybody. She says, let's go, Christian. Let's go. You have Whitney Bobbitt. Whitney Bobby said, go, Christian. Levin Sims, that's my godson mom right there. Good stuff, Mr. Sims. Chelsea Fry. Chelsea Fry says, I'm sick. I'm here sick and all, but she's watching. Gangster, what we want to tell her. We appreciate you. Absolutely. Your time is something that can't be bought. So thank you. Absolutely. Amber Banfield says, Christian with 4 hearts of love. Absolutely. Good stuff, y'all. Good stuff. Now, that's how you show support, man. That's how you get back behind someone and lift up the spirit. And we got some good stuff for you tonight. And that's what we're talking about tonight. So I appreciate you guys behind your sister, man. You showing her that respect and that love, because those things are the things that keep her motor running, to keep her going, and to keep her moving forward, man. So you guys keep that up, man. No doubt. Christian Banfield is giving you shots out. And then we're getting to the end of this list so we can get out of the open floor, guys. we getting to the end of this list. Desire Gilmore, N.A. Smith is here. Go Queen. Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Hey, man. Yeah.
Big
If you
Texas
happen to like the show,
energy. Big
yeah,
Texas
for sure.
energy. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you happen to like the show, subscribe and like, man. Do that for us. We're trying to get them numbers up. Is what we do.
Well, how do they do
We
that?
appreciate it. We
How do they-
appreciate your viewing, though. We appreciate your viewing. Thank
How
you.
do they subscribe and like? How do they do that?
We got a Facebook page, Grown Men Podcast. We also got a YouTube page. We're on Instagram, any one of those three sites. Pretty much any other platform, social media platform. You can check us out. Grown Men Podcast. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Subscribe from Facebook or YouTube. Hit that bell. We appreciate your time and your energy. God bless you. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. I do want to give a quick shout out. Get these shouts out to Trey Gunn. Trey Gunn says, "Indeed, Christian." That's the one up there. We got Casey Taylor. Casey Taylor says, "Yes, Fuego Queen. Yes." The list just keeps growing, man. The list just keeps growing. It's beautiful, man.
Can we give one good shout out real quick?
Yeah,
all
go ahead.
those
Do your
people
thing.
that are supporting are women and men that motivate me to get up every day. When I have 103-degree fever, when I was struggling with depression and I didn't even want to brush my teeth, the people in these comments are the reason I got out of my bed every day, because I knew that they depended on me no matter what I was going through to be there for them. But I want to give a shout out to my abuser's mother that we're going to talk about. She's actually in the comments right now, Twyla Wiley, and it takes a real woman to take accountability that she did not raise her son to do the things that he did. So to Twyla Wiley, I see you in the comments, and I am humbled by you being here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's good stuff. Shouts out to Twyla Wiley. God bless you, my daughter. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you for your time and your energy, Miss Wiley. We also have Joe Ellen Ortiz Catalan says, hey, Christian. Tina G says, hi, Christian. You are the best. God is good. Yes, he is all the time. Kyra Shanice says, HR bestie. Good stuff. Good stuff. He says you're the best manager ever. Okay.
Hey, you got a good team, man. You got a good team.
Beautiful team. Beautiful team, man. Joe Ellen Ortiz, thumbs up to you. Also, Weldon Olivares. Much love, Christian.
And that's cool. They're showing support, you know what I mean? And because that's strong, man. That'll help you get through a lot of situations, man. You know, like you said, you know, it kept you motivated. Even when you didn't want to do something, it made you get up and go and get it done. So that's beautiful, man. And y'all keep being there for each other, because I know you right there for them the same way they're there for you. As long as y'all keep being together, stay together and helping each other, sky's the limit, man. But the limit ain't the sky, you feel me?
We're definitely gonna get into that, man. That's absolutely right, man. That backing, that family is what's needed. It's what's needed. That support. You know what support is, right? Support is what braces you. It keeps you. All right, we're gonna keep it moving, man. This woman inspires us every day. So just like they inspire you, Christian, it looks like you're inspiring them. So that's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. Also, we got one more comment. Says Michaela Sherino says, yes, my gorgeous son, amazing person. Never fails to amaze. I appreciate everything you've done for me. Good stuff. Good stuff.
What did Tupac say, guys? Thugs cry too.
That's all right, man. That's all right. That's good stuff, man. You got some good fans out there, Christian. You got some good friends. Good friends. Good friends. We're gonna keep it moving if our minds and our hearts are clear.
All clear.
Shouts out. Appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. God bless each and every one of you. We know you could be doing anything else, but you decided to tune in. So God bless you. God bless your spirit. God bless your energy. We're gonna move it right.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
No,
absolutely. Well, absolutely. But Gangster and Christian, to my fans, if you don't mind, real quick, I do have one more announcement. You can see it going on the bottom of the screen down there about the 4th annual book bag giveaway. I do have a message.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
I got a message from one of our major supporters. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, this is what we're talking about here. The 4th annual book bag giveaway. Protect our head
Yeah, that's good.
ministries.
That's a good thing, man. You setting the kids up, man. Make it easier. Get that pressure off them a little bit. Things they ain't got to worry about.
One of our major donators who does a lot of our work for us from many missionaries, he is here to give everybody a brief announcement. So check it out.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jordan Emil, the founder of Many Missionaries. And once again, I need your help. And honestly, I wanted to say thank you for all of the help over the years. You guys helped me with 1, 2, 3 home. And this is going to be our 4th one. And once again, I need your help. So if you have pencils, book bags, anything, and you want to donate it, you can find it in our links down below. Bye.
That's our good friend from Many Missionaries, Jordan Mill. So we'll be giving out more information on the website if you guys are interested in finding out more information about the 4th annual book bag giveaway. Just check us out on the web. You can either check us out on my page, Another Chance, or either Grown Man Podcast. One more comment before we dive into these events and these videos we want to show you. Looks like Chris Lucas, is that what that is? Says, love you, Christian.
I love my whole team. I would not be the woman I am today without you guys. Truly. You included Grown Man Podcast because I remember last year being here suffering with depression. And because I wanted to come here and make an impact because I believed in the cause that you guys and the messages you carry, you guys motivated me to jump on this podcast last year, even when I didn't feel I could roll out of bed. And when you invited me back, I was truly humbled to be in a different place. So shout outs to everyone in the comments. The backpack giveaway in Orlando is huge. Another Chance Gangsta Rick does so many things in the community in Orange County. So please don't miss it in August.
Thank you, Christian. Yeah, we recognize your strength, and that's why we love you and we appreciate you, and that's why we highlight you, and that's why we invited you back tonight. So God bless you and thank you again. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're welcome anytime.
Absolutely. And the comments, it's hard to get off an open floor because the comments just keep pouring in. The love just keeps pouring in. I love it, man. I love it, man. I love it. It's the energy, man. When you get energy,
we got a Chris Worthy want to help with the backpack giveaway.
Yes, I would love to help. Check us out on Another Chance page and check the flyer out, Mr. Worthy. God bless you. God bless you.
They got a number where they can contact you on the flyer, right?
Yeah, there's so proud of you, Christian.
I'm humble.
Yeah,
let's see. Yeah, if you're interested in helping out with the book bag giveaway, give us a call. The number should be there, 407-987-0275. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and God bless, man. We're gonna keep it moving. If all minds and all hearts are clear. Christian, do me a favor. I want you to look to the left just a little. Bam, right there. There you go. There you go. Now you're in the camera. Oh, man, I was going to move to the current events, but it looks like we got 2 more. Oh, my good friend, Buddy B, wanted to send a shout out. Where is he? Big salute to the panel and special guest, Miss K. Shout out to you, Buddy B. We appreciate you, sir. God bless you, man. Absolutely.
Why am I froze on the screen, cuz?
What's that?
I said I'm froze on the screen.
You're froze on the screen. Well, get unfroze before we.
Yeah, I'm finishing. Before we get ready to, cuz. Yeah.
today's current events.
My first abuser I dated for 2.5 years. He previously had been incarcerated for aggravated assault on a pregnant victim by strangulation. I was that victim. What did I know and how did I know it was wrong? The next relationship 18 months later was my husband. I was his trophy, and within months, I became his property. He became my identity. The shift happened when I became pregnant with our son. He controlled everyone I hung out with, everyone that I spoke to. He alienated me from all friends and family. He belittled me and told me things: nobody wants you, and I will kill you if you leave. I depended on him, so I couldn't leave. The abuse started as verbal and then became physical with a gun, strangulation, and hair pulling. After our son was born, he would punch me and stab me, and his family would even fight me. One of his family members ended up in jail because of it.
Let me see if I can bring Christian back.
Yes,
give us one more.
you got to put that turn again.
Were you able to catch most of that video I just played?
Bits and pieces. I was having a bad connection.
Yeah, replay it. I ain't see it at all.
Replay it. Oh my Lord. Okay, I'll replay it.
Oh my God. Oh, made me think so. Oh my God.
Oh my God. I'll replay it.
I appreciate it if you would. If you would.
You better pay attention now. I ain't gonna be playing this button all night now. Pay attention.
I'll play it myself.
Please don't. I got you. See that? See, now you're messing up.
My first abuser I dated for 2.5 years. He previously had been incarcerated for aggravated assault on a pregnant victim by strangulation. I was that victim. What did I know and how did I know it was wrong? The next relationship 18 months later was my husband. I was his trophy, and within months, I became his property. He became my identity. The shift happened when I became pregnant with our son. He controlled everyone I hung out with, everyone that I spoke to. He alienated me from all friends and family. He belittled me and told me things: nobody wants you, and I will kill you if you leave. I depended on him, so I couldn't leave. The abuse started as verbal and then became physical with a gun, strangulation, and hair pulling. After our son was born, he would punch me and stab me, and his family would even fight me. One of his family members ended up in jail because of it.
Christian, are you there? I can hear you, but I don't see you. I just want to say real briefly, to those that are watching and to my sister, man, that's why we honor her and we give her flowers today, because she's a very brave person. She's a very strong person. And we want to acknowledge that. We want to put it in the forefront, and we want to keep her growing as she continues to do what she's doing, man. So God bless you, Christian. We love you, sister. And thank you for being a part of us.
I'm grateful to be here.
All right. So do you want to elaborate? I don't really want to take you back, but that's kind of going back. But do you want to elaborate on that video that just played?
Absolutely, because I believe by elaborating, it's an emotional thing that I've dealt with for years, so I process it a little different. So I may have to speak a little slower to hold the tears back, you know.
Take your time. Take your time.
A lot of men, I want to start off with some statistics because I don't believe that people really understand the severity of what domestic violence brings. Just
Okay.
like we had a global pandemic with COVID-19, domestic violence is a global, national, family, friend, relational pandemic, and it affects more people than you know. It's not just about physical violence or behaviors or threats. It's an establish of power and control, right? It's not about a disagreement, a marital spat, or an anger management problem. Domestic violence is abuse, emotional, physical, mental threats. It causes isolation. It makes you fear for losing your children, and it's a power and control wheel, right? So Florida law is very serious about domestic violence, and it can happen many different ways. But in 2020, so 2020, in the state of Florida alone, of what we have reported crime-wise, there were 160,515 crimes of domestic violence that were reported during the pandemic to the Florida law enforcement agencies. They also resulted in 63,217 arrests.
Wow.
That caused 412,360 nights of emergency shelters to 10,287 domestic violence survivors and their children. Okay? So outside of that, think about
What
the
time
people
frame
that
was
were
that? What time frame was that, Christian?
that was in the year 2020 alone.
That was the year of 2020.
Right. So right now in this current last statistics that we have for 2023, approximately 1 in 3 women worldwide are experiencing physical, sexual, or mental and emotional violence, and it's mostly by an intimate partner. And if 1 in 3 women, 1 in 3 women, but check this out, 1 in 4 men are affected by domestic violence every 20 minutes in America.
What is
1 in 4 men.
what do you mean affected by every by domestic violence? What do you mean? You mean they're the ones the cause of it? Is that what you're saying? What do you?
They are the survivors. They are the people receiving it.
Oh, one of 4 men is one of the people that's being.
1 in 3 women worldwide are experiencing physical and sexual violence. And that's women, and 1 in 4 men are affected by domestic violence every 20 seconds in America as the victim. Crazy. But we don't like to refer, or I personally am not a victim, I'm a survivor.
Let me ask you a question, Christian. I see Wendy has joined us. Do you know who she is?
I am very, very familiar, and
she has her voice. Her voice is here. Wendy, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are y'all doing?
Pretty good. And yourself, ma'am?
Pretty good.
Good, good. Right. Did you have a comment on what's going on here?
No, I'm just here to support Kristen because she's amazing.
Yes, she is. Well, thank you. It's greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Christian, it looks like we have another
Thank you so much, Wendy.
Of course.
You might have seen that.
That's all right.
From Leaving Sims, F is for Family, Kristen Nicole Adams has been family since day one, continuing praying every day and being the strong woman that you are, staying strong, bestie. Good stuff, good stuff. I love your team, man. I love the strength. I love the energy, man. Chris Worthy. Chris Worthy says, wow. Wow. Okay, we're going to keep it moving, man. If our minds and our hearts are clear, because I have one more clip that I do want to show of you, Miss Adams, and then we'll elaborate on that, and then we'll keep it moving. we don't want to be here all night.
I'm sorry you had to
Bless
go
you
through
all.
that too.
Yeah, I'm greatly sorry that you had to go through that, and that's why I say you're a
Yeah,
very
for sure.
strong woman. A lot of people don't make it out, and you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. So God
Just
bless
think
you.
about it like this, Gangster Rick. If you didn't go through the things that you went through, how would you be here today giving your tests that you went through to provide testimony to the people who listen to this podcast in and out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
gonna go
ma'am.
through some things to make you a better person, you know. Everything. But some things, you know, it's just hard to deal with, you know, some things, you know, they get a little easier in time, but
I
you
mean
know,
that definitely
you
shows
survive anything.
how
You
you are.
survive anything, you know, you deserve props for that, you know, especially what you went through. So, you know, wholeheartedly, I'm sorry you had to go through that.
No need to be sorry, because I'm glad to be here today. I'm honored to be sitting in a podcast for the second year with you guys. And you know, we could be cliche and say you can't have a test without a testimony, but if you really, really, really think about it, why not me?
Yeah.
That's right. I know that's right. Yeah, because we do say why me all the time. So why not me? Yeah, I'm with you now. I'm with you when you're right. I got one more video clip to show you guys if our minds and our hearts are clear.
Let's do it.
Supporter of the Harbor House of Central Florida. The organization is getting results for survivors of domestic violence along with their children and their pets.
The nonprofit held its annual luncheon Wednesday to honor those in our community working to end violence in our community and on a national level. News 6's Brian Didlake was there and talked to a survivor.
It takes a lot of courage to stand up here today and tell you, but without Harbor House, guys, I would not be here.
Emotional moments at Harbor House's Purple Door fundraising luncheon. Survivor Kristen Nicole Adams speaking out after almost losing her life to her husband back in 2017.
He tried to assault me numerous different ways, guns, knives, and various different instruments he tried to use to hurt me, and I just didn't know the way to get out.
Her husband now serving life in prison. It was only after Nicole Adams was introduced to Harbor House did she finally say she can start the healing process. It's through her story that the shelter says they hosted this event. More than 400 people gathering with the mission to raise money for Harbor House's programs and services that helps families and people like Nicole Adams.
That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. What can you tell us about that Harbor House, Christian?
For me to leave, or let me speak in a more generalized fashion, for anyone who has experienced domestic violence or knows someone, it's a very scary situation to leave the known. So sometimes, for me personally, I was able to accept the physical violence. It was the mental, the verbal, and the emotional abuse that hurt me more. You know, the bruises will go away. The emotion, the self-esteem, the belittling, that lasts long term unless you seek therapy. So finally, I had the courage to leave. And the material values, the cars, the clothes, the money, nothing mattered anymore. I just wanted to get out because I no longer wanted to live at that point, because I was not living to live or living to survive. So I was introduced to a Lake County shelter, and they had no room for me. And I remember going to the hospital for 3 days. And when the caseworker wanted to release me, I said, ma'am, if you let me leave here, I will die. He will kill me. And I went to a place as a confidential location, and I had no idea what I was walking into, because I am a returning citizen who's been to prison and incarcerations, institution, jails, everything. So I imagined I was going to be going into a prison again. And when I walked in, I had women who embraced me and men who would also experience the same thing that I did, but they equipped me with the resources and the tools intellectually and emotionally to learn how to identify things like power and control wheels, psychological manipulation, so that I could prevent not only myself, but for my children to be introduced to those things. So I stayed there for 90 days in an emergency shelter.
Okay.
And they roughly service thousands of women and children on a yearly basis. And by the grace of my higher power and the women who believed in me, I was offered an extended stay. During that time, through the county of Orange, the mayor, Shaquille O'Neal, the Orlando Magic, I learned about financial empowerment, how to build my credit. I learned and started getting intrigued with becoming a first-time home buyer, which was something I never thought that I could be, because it was implemented and embedded in my mind that I would never be nothing without my abuser. So
now,
I learned
how old were you when you entered the Harbor House?
I was, a woman's never supposed to tell her age, but I am 4 years free of domestic violence. So it's coming up 4 years in November.
Wow.
And I stayed there for 19 months. And I got my license back. I opened a bank account, starting a savings plan, and I learned how to live independently.
So is that like a free home that you were able to stay in? It didn't cost you anything, or?
Absolutely not. I do have a phone number that I would like to share, that there are domestic violence shelters in almost every county in the United States. And a lot of men and women, and they're co-ed. So men think that they have to stay with women while they're experiencing these things, because they think that women are the only people that have these resources. So if you or anyone that you know, man, woman, child, are experiencing verbal, mental, physical abuse or threats, call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. 1-800-799-7233. And they will pair you with a domestic violence center and shelter in your community, in a confidential location where your abuser cannot find you. You'll start to work on things like restraining orders and safety plans to prevent future actions, but it is absolutely free. And they will give you or help you to build your resume so that you are self-sufficient when you leave there. I'd like to share that I got on board by a woman named Amelia for a remote work from home job, working in a broom closet in the shelter where you would normally keep supplies. And I am now there for 4 years as the manager of 65 people. And for a year and a half, no one knew I was in a shelter. But there are resources out there. Your abuser wants you to think that you cannot live without him or her, but you have to reach out, put your ego to the side, your pride to the side, because you have grant funding, housing funding, daycare funding. You're thinking, maybe, how am I going to put my kids in daycare so that I can go to work? There is funding available for you to get out. Call 1-800-799-7233. And if you need help finding a shelter or resources in your community, please call 321-362-2453.
That's some real good stuff, Christian. Real good stuff, guys. If you missed those numbers, stop the video, rewind it, write those numbers down. That's some real good information. Real good stuff. Real good stuff, Ms. Adams. We're going to take a quick pause for the calls, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Are you tired of trying lotion that doesn't work, but afraid of trying different things? Well, look no farther. Introducing Level Up Natural Beauty and Fitness, brought to you by the well owner, CEO, Tracy Teller. Level Up handmade products are made by Tracy, including butters, oils, scrubs, steamer toners, and much more. Beer bombs to the green tea, maximizing body oils, sweet spots, buttercreams that you're sure to love. Now it's time to unlock your skin's potentials. And you can't afford to wait too long. So call now.
Bro, man, podcast, a real good podcast. I feel the energy in it, guys. Come on with it, man. What happened? What's going on, man? Okay. We are
That's what we gonna lead up eternal. In the hearts and minds of us, according to what we do while we here. That's everlasting life.
Anytime you want the information, you can bend it all you want. You ain't gotta get to it. You get to how you want to get to it. So that's what they did.
It's all about your spirit, which is the five senses, your taste, your hearing, your taste, your sight, smell, all that. That's part of the spirit. Okay? And then if you get your mind right, you have to know how to have your mind focused, like our brothers are saying. You have to think right in order to try to be right. You know what I'm saying? Because your thoughts, what it does, it transforms your emotional state. Out of that emotional state, you can do whatever. Some people get mad and go do some things, and then they think about, I should have did.
Man, that's so serious. It's like I'm in school right now with you, King, my brothers, my classmates, my heart, you know what I'm saying, my soldiers. So that's always been. So that's what Brother Cypher said. Everything I said, but he put it in layman's terms, and I said, thank you, Brother Cypher. Say it, brother. Because that's what we need. This grown man podcast, baby. That's what we need right now, bro.
Pretty much the same conclusion from different walks of life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dog, yeah.
You know, and we bring a different, element to the scene, that's why we rock and roll together, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That our children are our link to the future, and they must be nurtured, respected, loved, protected, and educated.
Great. And I just first, before we start anything, just want to say thank you for allowing me to be a part of this platform, because I think that you guys are awesome, especially for the language that you are speaking to the body, to the nation. So I'm true to be a part of this. So thank you again.
I love everything you guys are doing, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For real. It's time. This is the time right now. Yes, sir. What you guys are doing right now, man. So believe me, God is moving, and that's what I love. That's why I'm here.
Well, first of all, I'm glad to be finally on the Grown Men podcast. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I feel like I'm eating steak and potatoes. Man, that's real. Yeah, we ain't on milk today. I like it. Yeah, we ain't on that milk. Yeah, we ain't on that. I like it.
I'm so glad to be in episode 707.
Yes. Honored to be on you guys, bro. So such a fan. So thank y'all so much for this opportunity.
Good.
Hey, I'm happy to be on your show, man. You know what I'm saying? Finally. You know what I'm saying? I've been supporting for a minute, but I'm happy to be on your show finally. Get here and talk around with y'all.
Man, y'all, it was easy. Shit, y'all some real.
Man, I appreciate the Gangsta's Corner, bro. I've been watching for a while.
Well, before we get started, I wanted to say y'all thank you for sharing your platform with me and allow me to come sit down and eat some tip today. I greatly appreciate that.
And going into season 2, this thing, hey man, a lot of people don't understand the podcast method, man, but it's about to take off. It's about to take off to the next level. And as long as y'all stay rooted and stay grounded, man, y'all gonna be part of that takeoff, man, because y'all got a nice platform. You got a decent platform.
Yes, sir. God bless you.
Do want to send a quick shout out to all of our guests of season 1 and season 2. We greatly appreciate your time and your energy for taking your time out and spending some time with us and giving your heart and your energy to the fans, the thoughts and your knowledge, and you're passing on that wisdom greatly appreciate it. We love you for that. God bless you, man. We're gonna keep it moving if our minds and our hearts are clear. I think Miss Wendy, are you still with us? Miss Wendy?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry about that.
There you go. I was just checking on you, making sure you was all right. Did you have anything to say? You can jump in anytime you want to.
I'm literally here just to listen.
Okay. We're gonna keep it moving if our minds and our hearts are clear.
For sure.
Building morale. Actually, we're gonna back that up. We're gonna get ready to start and do the segments for the show. We're gonna back that up to the first segment: family and relationships. Family and relationships. I'll jump right in. And to our guests, these next 3 segments, we're gonna go. Not gonna spend too much time in it. We're gonna move pretty fast through these next 3 segments because we don't want to keep the viewers all night. Got someone calling in. I'll take that call here in just a second. Okay, so family and relationships. These next 3 segments is where we give our information, our bits of knowledge on these 3 segments to our viewers. Pray that you pass it on. Pray that you grow with it. And pray that we grow from passing. Amen. So I'll go ahead and grab the mic real fast. Kristen, you know how it goes. You may say something if you like. You don't have to say anything. We'll keep it moving. It's up to you. And the same goes with Miss Wendy. You may speak in these segments if you like. Family relationships. I'm just going to move real fast. And I am going to my point this week. Family and friends was talking about. Hold on a second. Let me clear the microphone a little bit. Okay, so my point this week was talking about the whole world is family. You know, I was going to focus on family this week instead of relationships, and my point is that the whole world is family. You know, I don't want you as an individual to focus on. I don't want you to focus on race. I don't want you to focus on the person, because even people, you know, make wrong decisions. You know, until we grow, until we learn better. You know, and I'm not talking about one person. I'm talking about a generation of people. You know, we make mistakes and we learn and we grow. So my point is, we're all family. We're all family, whether you like it or not. We're all family. So, but people make mistakes. Learn to judge and trust people from their heart. You know, once you learn a person's heart, and you know that they meant this, but they actually did that, go off of what you know. React off of what you know. You and that person to build together. You'll grow together, and you get further in life. God bless you. Your brother in Christ, Chance.
I love that.
All right. I'm gonna take this call real quick. Before you go, guys, let me take this call real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
On, with Grown Man Podcast.
I have a question for Kristen. She's been through a lot, and I'm very proud of how far she's come. I want to know what's your plans for the future. You know, once you've got everything past you, what do you plan on doing next?
So basically, Devontae is asking you, what is your plans for the future? What do you plan on doing next?
So I do have, and we spoke about this last year, SCAM. That's the acronym, y'all. Stop thinking in the gutter. SCAM. Second chances are mandatory. And that is going to be centered in reducing the rate of recidivism for returning citizens, aka convicted felons, which we worked really hard on the ballot for Amendment 4. And also just providing mentorship to men and women reentering and reintegrating into society, because the system often gives us a $50 check to leave. They give us a bus pass and they say, hey, you're on your own, go handle it out and figure it out. And what do? We go back to the same people, places, and things. So I'm no longer in Orlando with not the same networking system, but here in Tampa, Florida, with my company that I work for, Fuego Leads and Health Insurance Alliance, along with a completely supportive team of leaders. I do plan on showing domestic violence survivors, people suffering with homelessness, drug addiction, or trying to leave substance abuse issues, a different way to live, by offering mentorship instead of just dictating and telling someone this is what you need to do. We need to show them how to do that. That's one of the plans for 2024 and 2025. But I would also like to match your backpack drive in Tampa. And I would like to co-brand it and you guys' name for continuing to have it. I would like to do a grown man podcast, or your nonprofit. When it comes to it, another chance, a backpack drive here in Tampa.
Okay.
That's the plan for the next year.
That sounds good, real good. Devontae, what you think about that?
That's a great answer. I mean, and I commend you for that. I think a lot of people are actually going to look forward to that. I get it myself. I've had issues with my past, with past lives, with the criminal justice system. So, I'm doing great now, obviously, but it's like I understand the struggle of what it's like to come home and not be able to find work and stuff like that, or getting birth certificates, or even just getting like money to find a job or to get back and forth to even get to interviews. So I think that's a great idea, and I commend you for that.
Absolutely. I'm definitely with you on that, Devontae. Absolutely. Gangster, unmute your mic so we can hear you. Thanks so much for calling in, Devontae. We appreciate your time and your energy and your spirit.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. So we're gonna keep it moving. If our minds and our hearts are clear.
All right, this family relationship. Like I said, it's the cornerstone of our society, of our social structure. It provides a sense of belonging, support, identity. It also plays a crucial role in coming of age for certain people. The bonds you form with your parents and your siblings, cousins, your family, it's gonna last forever, man. So, you must work on the relationship inside of the family. And if you do that, you'll be all right. Now, sometimes family relationships can be stressful. It's rough. Like I said, it's the main source of stress and conflict. But you work through those conflicts, and it's gonna make you a stronger person, the both of y'all or whoever you had the conflict with. You work it out, sit down and talk about it. You get to a common solution. It's gonna make you a stronger family and a much stronger unit. So work to keep your family as tight as it can be, man. Gangster Rick, gone.
Good stuff, man. Real good stuff.
Sure.
Kelly Ortiz Catalan says, yes, truth.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the time. Thank you for that. Absolutely. Mr. Christian, would you like to take the mic, ma'am, on family and relationships?
I would like to, yes. But family and relationships is unique to the product of the environment you are, raised up in. You could have the same age person, same height, same weight, same neighborhood, and there's a definition of family with a complete polar opposite. So, sometimes stepping away from the street life, you have to realize that you could have a million family members that are blood related to you, but blood makes you related and loyalty makes you family. So while you keep your family close because that is your origins, and like many scriptural or religious textures, or the Quran, the Torah, the Bible, they tell you should let the nations, your descendants, grow in your nation, but that doesn't necessarily mean your blood, right? You create your family and your environment, and you create your family essentially, like who pours into you and who you pour into. And without it, there's a lot of lost souls out here, which leads to the incarceration, the drug use, the domestic violence. So I concur with, Rick on so many levels. But when it comes to family, remember, that's your definition. That's what you think of it. That's what you define family as. But remember that just like the old school saying is, it takes a village to raise a child. It still takes a village to raise an adult, because we are learning consistently day in and day out if we are striving to be the best versions of ourselves. So don't count yourself out by just leaning on your mom, your dad, your second cousin, your third cousin, because the people you've known for 2 months, 4 months may do you better than the people that you've known for 40 years. Family is what you make of it, and hold on tight to it, because when it's gone, you will miss it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's good stuff. Good stuff, Miss Adams. Good stuff. Our buddy B, our good friend, says big salute to this sister. She's concerned about real everyday issues that people of all races go through. So big salute on that. Absolutely, man. No doubt. Absolutely. Absolutely. Free Cypher is talking to you on that, gangster. Free Cypher talking to you on that. Just gotta have that fan.
Where is Cypher? Why is Cypher not here right now? I'm hurt.
Free Cypher, he's on vacation, man. He'll be back with us, man. He's
gotta be born in July if he's on vacation.
He'll be back with us, man. We got Sierra Carolyn Golden. She says water sometimes thicker than blood, for sure, baby. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean,
related. Loyalty makes you family. Tell them, Big Rick.
Yeah, I mean, that's my family right there. You know what I mean? We family, and we ain't blood related, but we've been down with each other so long. I can trust that brother with my life, and he can trust me with his. And he know that. He's family all day, every day. So I'm fully aware of family being outside of your blood. It's how you communicate. It's how you just be a stand-up guy. That's all. When you're dealing with other people, you deal with these people like you want people to deal with you, and you should be all right as long as you're a stand-up guy.
Let's get into this next segment. Since you're in your mode, okay, so we're gonna jump into this next segment because we got 2 more things to get done before we get out of here. All right. Building morale. The morale. We don't want to keep the fans too long, gangster. Tell them what we always tell them, gangster.
You could have been anywhere you wanted to be, man, but you decided to come kick it with us, the fellas at GMP, and we really appreciate it wholeheartedly. Thank you. Subscribe and like too, man, if you can. Subscribe, like. It's simple.
Build the morale. I'll go ahead and jump on the mic real fast, gangster. Build the morale in this segment. In this segment is where we intend to send out a message to the youth, whether it's directly or whether it's through a parent, through an uncle, through a friend, or through just someone who just heard the message that just want to pass on some good stuff. That's what this portion of the show is, building morale of our young men. So tonight I want to touch bases on what comes out of your mouth. At a young age, we used to crack on each other, thinking that it made us look good in front of the ladies at school and whatnot. That was the thinking back then. But now as a man, we understand that the power that negativity had, the positivity of lifting someone up, has the same power. So with that in mind, my goal today is, and I hope your goal is as well, is to lift someone else's spirit up every opportunity that you get. Give them a positive word. Do something nice for them. Don't look for something in return. Doing these things build your spirit as well. God bless you, Brother Chance. All right, gangster. The mic is yours, brother.
Yeah, same thing, man. I want to say, man, young man, you gotta focus. Like I said, it's never too young, never too early to start focusing on bettering yourself. You always try to get better in every facet and every walk of life, right? You try, and as long as you try, then you're planning to succeed. You're gonna fail in a lot of things. It's gonna happen. But when you find your niche and you pass and you keep going and you keep going, all those past failures fuel you to make it happen. So believe in yourself, man, and believe it or not, that belief can get you a long way. Gangsta Rick, gone.
Good stuff, G.
Right.
Good stuff.
I'd
G.
like to chime in real quick.
Go ahead.
You cannot fail until you quit.
Definitely.
That's right.
You cannot fail until you quit. A mistake is not a mistake. A mistake cannot be fixed. So we may stumble, we may have trouble, we may fall getting to whatever our destination is. We may have to take another turn, but you cannot fail in where you are going until you stop and you quit and stop pushing towards your goal. So stumble, rumble, fumble, that's what happens in football. That's what happens in basketball.
But keep going, right?
But you got to keep going. When you quit, then you fail.
Keep going.
Don't look at it as a mistake, looking at it as a learning lesson.
Yep.
How long does it take to become a pro? 10,000 hours in the gym, right? We see LeBron winning, shooting 38 points a game, but we don't see him Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. practicing in the gym.
Exactly.
So as long as we don't quit, we're not going to fail.
Exactly. That's some good stuff. That's some real good stuff, Christian. Real good stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to send a quick shout out to these messages we're getting coming in. They're just pouring in. Buddy B says, big salute to this sister. She's confirmed. I think I played that one. They're just pouring in still. Sierra Carolyn Golden. We played that. We showed that. I'm sorry. Casey Taylor says, erasing your past mistakes also erases your present wisdom. Okay. Erasing your past mistakes also erases your present wisdom. Good stuff, Miss Taylor. Buddy B says, free. Sending the shots out to Free Cypher Allah, I'm sure. And yeah, man, thank you guys for your comments, your energy. It's greatly appreciated, man. We're going to keep it moving. If our hearts and minds and gangster fans stop blowing, it's clear.
What?
I ain't say nothing. You said nothing. We're going to keep it moving if our minds, and our hearts are clear.
All right.
Y'all know what time it is, though.
Yeah, man.
Welcome. It's hot new segment. It's called Gangster's Corner, and I'm your boy Gangster Rick. Scroll in the podcast. Let's get it on.
Hey, man. Welcome to my little segment. It's called the Gangster's Corner. And today, I got another question to ask. It's a simple question. I just want to know how you feel about it. What do you think, are the biggest challenges you're facing today to make it? That's all. What do you think the biggest challenges is? Or what's holding you back? And why?
Yeah. I'm gonna say, for me, if I'm answering that question, for me, that selfish ways, just being selfish, being, not you know.
But I don't consider you selfish at all, bro. You give a lot, man.
I mean, as far as it seems,
you know, I'm just saying.
I think that I can be once I relieve myself from all of these small little habits and addictions and things like that I'm eliminating out of my life. Once that is eliminated, then I'll be able to say, okay, you know, I'll be able to.
Right. Yeah, but you give a lot of your time, bro. So don't consider yourself selfish. You're not at all, man. You're not at all. You might want to give more, but you're not selfish at all, man. You give a lot of your time, man, and your efforts. You know, I mean, you always on it, man. Always.
Yeah,
you know?
I think I could do more, though. I think I could do more.
Man, you do a lot already, man. You do a lot, man. Think about the backpack giveaway. Think about that golf cart rally. Man, you give a lot, man. And I just want you to know nobody else told you. Thank you for doing the things that you do, homeboy, because it keep us going. You know what I'm saying? That's real.
Yes, sir. It's greatly appreciated, gangster. It's greatly appreciated.
Yeah, so, man.
With all that said, I know that I'm still lacking.
Nah, you're not lacking, man. You always should do more, but you're not lacking, bro.
I'm telling you, once I get solid, which is the direction that I'm headed, and I'm getting ready to explain that in Knowledge, Wisdom, and Segment before we close this show out.
And we start
go over that in the next
segment. We start this literacy program. I mean, so we doing some things. We can always do more, but we're giving up
going on. But we have to be able to obtain these. We have to be able to obtain these things, man. These things don't go by themselves. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
That stuff don't happen by itself. You know, we have to.
Nobody don't see that little work we put in on the other. You know what I'm saying? But that's you know, we don't do it for that. We do it because we want to.
There's a lot of work that goes into the 4th annual book bag giveaway. You know.
Yeah. The golf cart rally. You know, the explosion. Yeah, I know, man. You know, like I said, you do a lot, man. You do a lot. You know, that's a good thing, man. For me, I think my
point is I could definitely be better. That's my point. Christian, thank you so much for joining us back. We're glad that you decided to join us back. Gangster had a question. He asked, Gangster, you want to ask Christian the same question?
You know, what you think the biggest thing that's holding you back in your life? Something like that. Yeah, the biggest challenge holding you back, and how you get over it.
The biggest challenge that I hold in my life, in my day-to-day fashion, is myself. It's the self-doubt. It's the failure. Knowing that God, my higher power, Allah, you know, anyone has blessed everyone with these gifts. But what if it doesn't work? What if people are not receptive to it? What if I continue to divulge a non-renewable resource of time and it's something that does not make it? It's not fruitful. It didn't come out the way that I wanted to impact other people. So like the biggest thing for me is myself. And that's the biggest fear and the challenge that I'm overcoming personally, because it previously was a man that told me that I couldn't do it. And I learned that it was embedded in my mind like that. So now it's breaking past that barrier and knowing that I am capable, but getting past the fear of the failure, asking for a raise at work, you know, asking people to donate in the community, stepping out to people who would think, look at this with these tattoos. What does she know about being in the hood, right? Like, how can she come out here and want to do a backpack drive, right? Like, it's the devil. The idle time, you know, in my mind, my playground is like the number one thing for me. But how do I get past? I stay resilient. I stay very grounded. And I am learning to open up more and to put the street thing that I can't talk to anybody about things and open up to people who will intellectually feed me.
Absolutely. That's structure. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely, man. We're going to keep it moving if our hearts and our minds are clear. I do have 2 more comments that just came in. Buddy B says, big salute to Gangster Rick and the fan. And the fan. You're still talking about your fan, Gangster.
He gonna get told something in a minute. Nah, man, that fan way over there, man. I can't help it if it's loud. It ain't that loud. I don't think.
Shouts Shouts out to Candice Morales. She says, "Love you, woman." Shouts out to Candice Morales. Shouts out to Joe Ellen Ortiz Catalan. Fear holds me back. Yeah. We're gonna
Please one thing. Please don't forget Janelle Hickman, because I won't forget it tomorrow in the morning meeting. Shout outs to a strong, independent Black woman who, she has suffered with domestic violence and has overcome every obstacle thrown in her way. So big shout outs to Janelle, a fearless leader.
Shouts out to Janelle Hickman, man. God bless you. We love you. You're a strong woman. God bless you, man. God bless you. She says, "Hey, Queen." And they are still coming in. We want to say shouts out to Nessa Marie. She says, "You're amazing, Christian. You don't change for anyone." Shouts out. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. We're gonna keep it moving in our hearts and our minds. The gangster can't stop blowing. We're gonna keep it moving. This is the last segment of the
knowledge, wisdom, understanding.
I'm sorry, Christian. What did you say?
It was okay. While I was scared to talk the last time, I just really encourage everybody out here that there is a job with your name on it. There is a career with your name on it. The job, the place, the thing, the application you think that you're not going to be able to get, they're not going to call you for the interview. Apply for it anyways, because here I am 4 years later as a convicted felon, returning citizen that used to sit on my bunk for head count every night at Gaston Correctional Institution in Lowell. I'm out here making a difference in these men and women in these commons life, and my company has a lot to do with it. So find your calling, find your mark, put them applications in, and know that somebody believes in you. The Grown Man Podcast believes in you. I believe in you, and we are your number one fans.
Absolutely. No doubt about that. Absolutely. Gangster, all hearts and all minds are clear.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
We're going to go ahead and close it out with this last segment, which is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I'll let you grab the mic. I'll go ahead and close it out, guys. I'll let you grab the mic.
All right, man. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Basically, what it's going to be about is listen to the to the advice that you get from people that are older than you, because they've been through some things that you might not have been through yet, and they're gonna, they ain't get old for being, young. I mean, not listening to them. So it's better anyway to listen to what somebody tell you and get full jizz of it, so you can understand what it is that they're giving you. Everything gonna be a jewel. Everything ain't gonna be a jewel, but it's gonna be some jewels up in there that should sustain you, man, and help you get from one place to another in your life. So if you got a father around or you got an uncle around, and they significantly older than you, sit down and pick their brain sometime, man. It's a lot of knowledge locked up in there, man. And some of it might be able to help you get through a hard time that haven't came your way yet. That's all, man. Just be knowledgeable of the tools that you got around you that can help you succeed. Gangsta Rick, gone.
Good stuff, brother. Good stuff. Miss Adams, any word of wisdom I'd like to leave your supporters and the fans of the podcast? You have to unmute your mic. Unmute your mic there.
We talked about wisdom and understanding, but where I come from, we forgot 3 more of those, and that's love, life, and loyalty. And outside of that, love, life, loyalty, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, don't count yourself out. Wake up every day. no matter what, and speak unrealistic thoughts to yourself. If you have $0 in the bank, just claim it as if you have it. I got $10,000. I'm so happy I got it in my bank. My refrigerator is full. I'm going to the college that I dream of. My career, I'm so thankful for. Speak unrealistic thoughts that are not happening right now and begin to manifest them, because we are created to do anything. We have godly like capabilities, but you have to think outside of the box from what society has conformed us to think that we are. So think outside the box, remember who you are, and when you forget who you are, tap back into that and reach out to someone, like Big Rick would say, Gangster Rick said, and just take a listen. Take the cotton out of your mouth and put them in your ears, and get the game from the wise.
Yes, ma'am. Good stuff. Real good stuff. Real good stuff, Christian. There we go. Real good stuff. Real good stuff, man. You had another comment that just came in. Big salute from Buddy B. He played that again. Hold on a second. Hold on. Looks like Free Cipher says, Free Cipher Allah. Miss K, what message will you give to an abuser who is currently destroying someone's life?
What message will I give to an abuser who is currently destroying someone's life?
Mm-hmm.
You have to think of what life did they come from, and what did they see, or what were they programmed for? Because that is potentially the normal for them. Number one is to do self-inventory. 2 is to seek professional treatment. And number 3, take accountability for your actions and look and see your pros and cons. What kind of man am I right now? What kind of man do I see myself being? And what kind of man have I ever dreamed of being? And in order to balance those, you'll have to set yourself up for a plan to get to that point. But most of the time, the men that are abusers who are destroying people's lives, these are attributes and patterns they saw growing up. So that's the normal for them. It's breaking the cycle of what they know is normal and conforming not to society's normal, but to the betterment of the individual. And that's that love, life, loyalty, knowledge, the wisdom to get to the understanding to be the new man you're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. 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 Good stuff. Yeah. I hope she answered your question, Free Cipher. Yeah, that's good stuff, Miss Adams. Real good stuff, Christian. Real good stuff. I guess I'll go ahead and close it out, man. To our viewers and our fans, thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining us. We're here every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Grown Man Podcast on all platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and whatnot. I'm going to close this out. If you guys want to write this down, this is a verse coming out the Bible, Ezekiel chapter 20. I think it's verse 16 and 17. Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 16 and 17. So I'm going to read the verse, and then I'm going to break it down for you guys. Real fast, and then we'll get out of here, if I may be so kind to do so. So as it is written in the Bible, Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 16 says, because they despised my judgment and did not walk in my statutes, but profaned my Sabbaths, for their heart went after their idols. So basically he's saying that you chased money, fame, jewelry, cars, clothes, focused on the worldly things, everything but God. That's basically what's being said in that verse. Verse 17 says, nevertheless, my eyes spared them from destruction. I did not make an end of them in the wilderness. So once again, God has given you another chance. He has given you another chance, an undeserving chance. He has spared you. This is the type of heart that we have to have for each other. He's did this for us. It's not something that we can do for ourselves. That's my point there. So my point is, you know that this is not something that you deserve. You're here on borrowed time, whether you like it or not. Okay? So with that being in mind, and he has given you a second chance, be smart about it. Do something with the life that you have now. And real briefly before I close it out, you got a big road of a bunch of people doing the same thing, and you got a small road of people trying to get better. They're walking on that road and they're making plans and they're executing those plans and they're becoming better people and they're getting better and they're moving toward that goal. That's the road I'm on. I'm out. God bless you. I love you. Chance.
That's it. He called me, and was I summoned?
If our minds and our hearts are clear, we're gonna close it out. Anybody got anything else to say before we get out of here?
Oh man, we thank y'all, man, for tuning in. Subscribe and like. And until next week.
We out. Ms. Christian, thank you for joining us, sister. We love you. We appreciate your time and your energy and your words of wisdom. God bless
Much
you.
love, much appreciation. Bless you guys too. Thank you to all the comments, everybody that was, dropping knowledge and appreciation. Fuego leads the Grown Man Podcast following. Love you guys much. And this is year 2. I'll see you back for year 3.
We appreciate you
so much.
If I don't get my shirt in 2 weeks, I'm coming to Orlando or I'm going to the West Coast.
Get your shirt. Your shirt. Your shirt.
Yeah, you can get it. We got you. We got you. We're jumping on that right now.
Thank you.
I'm all at you,
yeah, we out of here. We'll see y'all next week. Same place, same time. God bless you. Thank you.
You staying here going to what's up? I'll call you back in a minute.
Info. God bless you. Guys.
Thank y'all.
Grown men podcast. Grown men podcast. Grown men podcast. Grown men podcast. Grown men podcast.